Welcome to a Cereal Podcast, or as we like to call it here, the Popcast. Wow, good job in sync. I like that. On this channel, we review different cereals and their individuality and beauty.
As you guys may not know, me and Ben, we have connections into many different cereals that you cannot get simply at Shoppers or Loblaws. You need to go and you need to have connections, and you have to go to different countries.
To the connections.
You have to go to different countries. You have to know the right people. We know those people. We are going to let you know which ones you should be buying.
Really, on the channel, we review cereals. We can compare them. We can do some different styles, variations of how we're eating it. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a fun
You get to hang with two cool guys with us. And we hope you tune in for some more episodes. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Benjamin.
And we're the Popcasters. Today we're going to be rating two different cereals in a comprehensive review. We'll be rating them on 3 different factors: aftermilk, taste, and texture. All combined, we will get a mark out of 30 and see which one is better.
So now I'm going to just explain each one. Aftermilk. We all like a good bowl of cereal, and we appreciate the cereal for what it is. But here at the Popcast, we really thought that the aftermilk is such a key factor of a good bowl of cereal, because you spend a lot of time on that milk as well. So it gets a high score, you know. It has to have the same score as taste. And then taste, of course, just going to be judging it on the right amount of sweetness. Also the edge, if it's just not a generic name brand cereal, you know. And then texture is really the absorbability of milk. How the milk seeps into each individual bud of cereal. So I think we can get started. Hudson, want to bring out the cereals?
I'm pretty excited about the cereals today. We start off with a blueberry pancake Capt'n Crunch.
Limited edition.
Limited edition.
May I add? So,
and it does not stop there.
Thank you, Hudson.
It gets stronger with a nice sprinkled donut Capt'n Crunch, which, I mean, who doesn't think that looks good?
Some limited edition exclusive cereals, you know? We decided to go big on this podcast.
Okay.
You know, naturally and artificially flavored, you know what? I'm fine with that in this case. Cause it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We're not looking for health. Health is, maybe if we got some cashew, some Raisin Bran, maybe health would be a factor. But here, definitely not.
Okay, we're gonna start with some sprinkled donut Capt'n Crunch. And so, a nice
purple box. Nice purple box.
Very nice box.
Some deep indigo.
You want to see some nice close-ups here?
Looks delicious, man.
And in the back, you got a nice little puzzle. Okay. So
here we go. It's a nice sound. That's never a bad sound. Okay, wait, before we open it, let's not be pig. Let's just
little review of the
just take a pre-look of what we're getting into. Little donuts. Capt'n Crunch. It's a beautiful sight. It truly is.
You may not be able to see from there, but if I bring it closer, there are sprinkles on each individual
This honestly, if we were judging cereal by appearance, I would give this a 10, because the detailing on this is just magnificent.
However, here at the Popcasters, we don't give marks for appearance.
Because we're just going straight into these bowls of cereal.
Okay, now I'm going to go right ahead and open it. Alright. Throw that in. I'd say that's a good amount to start.
You know, we have also a key component is the milk to cereal ratio.
Huge.
Over the years, we've become experts of pouring milk. But what I like to do is it will level off at a point where there's an equal amount, and then you maybe want to just do 2 seconds of pouring where there's slightly more milk than the amount of cereal.
I completely agree. And as you said, the after milk is a key component.
Yeah, so you want a lot of that after
milk. You
milk.
want to have some milk there.
So today we'll be using
Hudson, some spoons, please.
Lactand Yeah, organic, biologic,
Because
and French milk. Because, gotta stay healthy sometimes. Gotta stay healthy.
we may
Can't use
eat
that whole
unhealthy
milk.
cereals, but the milk is
Hudson, may we have another bowl, please?
And Ben, you were so keen on that milk to cereal ratio, I'll let you do the pour.
We're judging it with the milk, because that's truly what a bowl of cereal is.
And initial thoughts, there are some little ones that are stuck together, which means that it's probably very sugary and sweet.
I wouldn't recommend having a bowl of this every day, but once in a while, you could treat yourself. Me, obviously, I'm a heavier man. So I have this more often. You know what? I'm going to be a gentleman and wait, because that's what we do at the podcast.
We're just going to get a little bit more milk because, see, this is exactly what you don't want. There's milk in this, but it's not up there. You want to be able to see the milk through
and also,
cereal.
at the end, you don't want soggy pieces of cereal with no milk, because then you just got soggy cereal.
Awful.
Oh, fresh milk. Very nice, I might add. Thank you, Hudson.
If you guys didn't know, Hudson's our amazing tech boy.
Yeah, I think this podcast really relies on Hudson. He's a key component.
Okay, so here's our first taste of sprinkled donut Captain Crunch.
Cheers. Oh, might I add just 1 point. I forgot to mention this. My bad. Also, right size spoon, because you gotta have the milk and the cereal in there. So, let's go.
Pretty good.
I'm going to go in for a second bite. Okay, so you took a slight break just to really let the cereal steep a bit and kind of let it absorb. So now we're going to go into the ranking system.
All right. So after milk, you want to take about 5 to 7 minutes to really let that cereal sink in. And then you want to give it a little slurp, and you get a good taste. And so, what I've noticed with this cereal is milk is our first rating. The sprinkles go into the milk, so it becomes a little rainbow, which looks pretty good. And the aftermilk is nothing special, but it's pretty solid. So I'm gonna have to give it a nice 7.
7? Interesting. I would personally give the aftermilk a 9. And why do I say that? It becomes sweet. And what I'm really looking for in the aftermilk is a second experience of the cereal. Kind of like Jesus' resurrection. You want that cereal to just punch you right back in the face. And with this, you get it. Now, why I'm not giving it a 10 is because it doesn't make me go, wow. It doesn't have an insane wow factor to it. So we got an 8 on here. We got an 8, and I must say that's a solid start for the Doughnut Captain Crunch,
okay.
I must say.
Now we're going to move on to taste. I'll let Ben go first for this one.
Thank you. So I'm just going to take one more taste, kind of refresh my memory. Yeah, it tastes good. Now, I'm a man who likes my sweets, and this, you're just getting a bit too much. So I'm going to give it an 8.5 on taste. And why I say that is maybe as you start, it's a 10. But as you keep going and going and going, you just keep getting sugar and sugar and sugar.
Okay. So I think that's pretty interesting, Mark. But I'm not going to lie. This is one of the best cereals I've had in my entire lifetime. I believe that most cereals, for example, Frosted Flakes, get soggy after a couple minutes, but the little donut holes in this cereal, they stay crunchy throughout the whole time you're eating it, which really adds a nice texture, but texture's the next one. I'm going to give taste 9.4.
9. Wow. So that, you know what, we'll round that up to an even 9.
Nice.
It's doing good. It's doing well. So texture, you know what? It's getting a perfect score on texture. And it's the sprinkles that really do it for me. You just get this excellent, perfect crunch to soggy ratio. You know?
And so, as Ben said, there's literally no better texture in a cereal you could get.
Yeah.
You have a crunchy cereal with sprinkles that, I mean, who doesn't love sprinkles? And so, that's a 10. It's overall 10. So, you know, overall, this cereal is getting a 27 out of 30.
And you know,
It's a great
considering
score.
30 is a perfect score, I must say that's very impressive. Very, very few cereals can get a perfect score. So that's top notch, I must say.
Okay, and so now, we're going to take a little break, eat the rest of our cereal, and then we're going to come back with some blueberry
bad
pancake
boy.
crunch, which we are very excited for. We are back with part 2 of this comprehensive review of 2 different cereals. We reviewed first Sprinkle Donut Captain Crunch, and now we'll be going into blueberry pancake crunch.
And to be honest, neither of us have ever heard of this cereal before we did the research, nor have we tasted any part to do with this. I'm pretty sure Ty might have had a few bites, Sprinkled Donut Crunch in the past, but now this is new, so bear with us. You're along for a nice ride. So
I opened the first one, I'll give you the honors.
ooh, I'm pretty bad at opening cereal boxes.
Okay. 2.
Oh, that's smooth. That's
Yeah.
impressive. That's a step.
Okay. Wow. So as you can see, there's a ratio of, I would say, a bit more white to blue.
And maybe some greens in there too, but maybe that's just some blue rubbing off on the white. But as you can see, this is a very interesting cereal. Some nice color too. Not as nice looking as a Donut Crunch. So nice.
Yeah, if we were rating looking, I'd probably give this a 6, to be honest. Not looking. Look.
You know, I tasted it, but I'm gonna save it.
Wow.
Okay.
Initial thoughts, it tastes exactly like a blueberry pancake. Like it really, really tastes like
Even though
sitting at
that's
my table.
naturally and artificially flavored, they somehow did it. So good job, Captain Crunch. Good job. I'm impressed, Captain. Let's look at the milk. The milk is looking nice.
Once
A
again, we
nice
got
ratio.
some Lactania. Want me to go ahead?
Go ahead. It would be my pleasure. So, you know what? Since there's some variation in this, I think we should first just try the white, then the blue, then try it together.
Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, you
Cheers.
forgot. Wow.
Yeah,
Strong.
very good.
Strong taste.
I know. Now it's together.
So I'm going to say,
Wow.
right away together, it is a lot better when you mix the blue and the white.
There's blueberry, and then there's pancake, and then there's blueberry pancake. But I must say, I've never even thought of this for cereal. This is by far the best smelling cereal I've ever had. The aroma just fills up this room with this wonderful fragrance, and I've never had this intense of a fragrance just come from a cereal. It's actually amazing.
It's also got a very, very nice crunch.
Mm.
Very nice crunch.
I wouldn't say as good as a Donut Crunch, but still very good.
It's a bit more, since these are balls and the Donut Crunch was holes.
It's a bit more easier to chew, I find.
Exactly.
It has a better feel, but not as good of a crunch. So you got a little bit.
It has a more compacted flavor, as in like Donut Crunch just tastes like any other cereal where you bite in, and throughout the whole time when you're eating it, it's just like regular like flavors throughout. But this, when you bite in, it's a burst of pancake, blueberry, like.
I
flavors.
agree. The flavor
Burst.
is very intense. It's a very intense flavor.
Now we're gonna go into some ratings. You know, I gotta go.
The milk, fine, let's do it.
Ben, go first on this rating because I went first last time.
Okay,
Get
so
our clipboard.
milk. Now, I have a few problems with the milk here. I mean, I just need a refresh because the milk is kind of disappointing, I must say, because it really doesn't get any of that. It kind of has a new flavor to milk, and personally, I don't like that. But yet, it's still delicious. So I would have to give it a solid 7.5, maybe solid 8.6.
Yeah.
Solid 7.5, I would say.
Okay, so Ben pretty much got it spot on. It is a new flavor, which is kind of interesting because then you would think when the milk is initially poured, it hasn't got that flavor. So as you start eating the cereal, it'll mix with that flavor it gives to the milk, which gives it a whole different taste. So that's something to keep in mind. Well, and that gives the whole after milk concept a little bit of a downgrade because personally, I would like to have the same flavor throughout the whole thing, and also a flavor that contrasts well with the actual cereal. And I don't think this milk really contrasts well with the cereal. It's kind of like it wants to give the flavor, but it just isn't. So I'm gonna have to give this a 6.7. I'm disappointed with the milk, to be honest.
I agree. It's still good though, so
it's fine. And so overall, the cereal's getting a 7 rating on milk. And then we're gonna go into taste now.
Taste? You could start.
I'll start with taste. Okay.
I'm kind of confused. I'm unsure still.
I tried this cereal for the first time just now, and I was shocked. I thought that it would, like many candy bars or different type of treats, it advertises that it has a flavor, but it actually does taste like blueberry and pancake, which is quite interesting because that is a great flavor mixture. And I'm gonna be honest, like the taste on Sprinkle Donut Captain Crunch and blueberry pancake is not similar, but it's an equal quality of taste. So I'm gonna have to give this a 9.
Well said. And I would agree. Donut Crunch has a better taste overall. Don't get me wrong. Not overall, but it has a better taste. But this one's more creative, has a better edge, has a much more crazy flavor, and somehow they pulled it off brilliantly. So I'm giving it the same score, maybe even higher actually. I'd give it a 9.
This cereal creativity isn't something that we're marking here, but you got to keep it in mind. It is a very creative idea to make a cereal like Blueberry Pancake Crunch.
I would never think of it.
Let alone to actually make it taste like blueberry pancakes. That's pretty impressive. Okay, and so now we got to go into the last category, texture. This is going to be an interesting category because, like I said, it's a burst of flavors, which you don't get in many cereals. So for texture, do you want to start it off?
It would be my deepest pleasure for you to start it off.
Wow.
That was a nice moment of eye contact.
Okay, so right away, when you bite in, you get that pancake flavor. And then a little bit of hints of blueberry come in. And that just makes it even better. And the texture of the cereal, as I said, it's very crunchy, which I personally really enjoy when cereals are really crunchy. And like a lot of cereals before, this cereal, similar to the Sprinkle Donut Captain Crunch, doesn't get soggy very easily, which is good because it remains that similar texture throughout the whole eating, which is pretty impressive. And then mixed in with the balls of flavor, I'm gonna have to give this a 9 as well.
Wow. So, here's my point. When you're eating a cereal, you want the initial, after it's sogged, or whatever, after the milk absorbs, you want it still to be crunchy, and that does that. But you also want there to be a velvety silk texture when you chew and it's on your tongue. That's why it's great. I think it's slightly worse because those sprinkles just give it a lovely crunch, and that still had that velvety feel. But I would also give this a 9.
Wow. So overall, great cereal. So now we're just gonna tally it up and see what we got.
So we just added it up, and overall it's 25 out of 30, which is not a bad score at all. It's very good. But this cereal, Doughnut Crunch, let's get it in. Really is just something special.
It is out there.
It's once in a lifetime, really. Not once in a lifetime, but special.
And then don't get me wrong.
This is more of just a very high-end cereal.
This is a great cereal. I could have this every day for a year. But that cereal sprinkled down in Capt'n Crunch is on another level. And although it is just 2 marks higher,
it's a big 2
marks. It's a big 2 marks. Those make a huge difference. And so we hope you enjoyed our comprehensive review of Blueberry Pancake Crunch and Sprinkled Doughnut Capt'n Crunch. And we hope you enjoyed our podcast, or as Lee like to say,
the podcast.
So we hope you enjoyed. We're going to go eat some more cereal. And please leave a like on this video, subscribe. If you want some more podcasts, leave a comment maybe on what series you'd like to see next.
We are
the Popcasters.
Popcasters.